So it's one extra in Jamaica 2025 with your boy Seani B. And we are in a place doing a session and an interview with a man that, if you took me back when I was first listening to his music, I genuinely would not believe that I would be in this position in this place. It's another box ticked for Seani B. Sizzla Kalonji, thank you for welcoming us, the One Extra team, to August Town.
You're very welcome.
A beautiful community. I feel like I've been sold a lie though, Sizzla. Let me take off my glasses because for so many years I've come here. I've come here recording music with you, come here with Adrian from Chuck Back. I've always had to walk down the stairs. I've never knew that.
It's good to exercise.
I never knew there was access to come around and see such beauty in this community. To see the riverbed, to see the pool for the kids, to see everybody living in unity. Tell me about this community, Augustown.
Well, it's a very beautiful community. It's a well-developed community. You know, before being given the name in the 18th century, it was dubbed Pumpkin Hill, African Hill, Freetown, until they gave it the name Augustown, So this is where it's at, It's a maroon community. This is one of the first maroon town. People might not know the history. Would say, school ground is my place where I grew up here, was born in St. Mary. I grew up here, went to the Augustine Primary School, a lot of other infant schools in the community. Beautiful people, really intelligent and loving community, We grew up here within the old sense of respect and being led by the elders, the Bedwardites. It's a community, Sir Alexander Bedward, that's his community. One of the first community having factories from that time coming up, because, the slave system has always been, and they've been enslaving the people since, but this is a community being redeemed. It's a community, I would say, easterly, Kingston, St. Andrew, and it's very neighboring to the University of the West Indies, and a lot of educated kids are here, great scholars, came from this community, great legends from this community. So this is where it's at. A lot of things started here, like Raytown, the biker stuff you see we doing, it was still from this community. Every evening we used to go down by Fourth Dimension, Ivy's land, over by run by Rabbit Land, is a very beautiful community with music, and we're just striving for better. I think we should just continue to inspire the youths and persons coming out community, because every day you got visitors coming here, you got persons living here, a lot of students here. So it's a beautiful community, and it has always been a beautiful community, and we stand to lead. Yeah.
What I love about it is that the river runs all the way through. What is there a name to this river that runs through?
It's the Hope River.
Hope River.
Yeah.
And how does it serve the community? Because as I walk around, I see people swimming, people washing clothes. How does it serve the community?
Pretty interesting question, because I would say about 90% of the water is being detoured through the channel, through the aqueduct, through the Mona Reservoir. So the river is not really giving the community that lifestyle that is really needed from the river, but still they use the river a lot of times. They use the river to do mining, use it for the sand, they get the stone from the river and all those stuff, because that's the way of survival for a lot of people here. We still use the water as we try to upgrade the community and get better space and accommodation for the people, because whenever time it rains, you got different debris running in the rivers and in the streamlets, so it's our duty to get it clean where it can be used for the domestic sense. But yes, the river is really beautiful. It's there. It needs to get all its banks up and stuff like that to grind, but that's just about it. Sometimes you have a little overflooding whenever time in the rainy season or in the stormy season, but it's really there. It serves its purpose, and those who can manage to survive out the river, they do.
Now, I know there's a lot of construction happening as well. Adrian told me the other day that's going to be like a cafe, a restaurant area.
Yes.
And I know that the museum as well. Is that the museum over there, sir?
I was like building an Airbnb where I can host persons coming here, and the people say it's a museum. It's Sizzla Museum. So I said, that's it. It's the museum. They need it.
And the Tabernacle.
Yes, well, naturally, based upon the fact that we Africans, 94% of the people in Jamaica, they're of African descent, Melanite people. So then again, the culture is really strong, embedded in us. I've been traveling all over the island, met a lot of ancients from the Bobo Shanti, the 12 tribe, the Nyabingi. So our culture is really Rastafari from Jerusalem, the Nyabingi, 1, 2, beat the base of Fundekete. So these are the precepts, principles, and the way and how we chant in the Nyabingi family. So this is on Tabernacle Tabernacle established by Rastafari based upon the mathematical calculation from Jerusalem, geometrically. So this is it. So we've established a tabernacle here because we need a place of worship. So it's a place of worship, it's a sacramental space, and as you've seen, the surrounding is just beautiful, therapeutic. So this is what we need, away from the city, not being polluted. So that's just about it. Good place to chant in the tabernacle in the valley.
Oh yeah. Hey. Black woman and child, oh yeah. For you I really have so much love. Dollar bills and coins will fade away.
And I talk about community because I love community. I know in the conversations around the world, people talk about we're doing it for the culture. We're doing it for the culture. For me, I love to do it for the community. And I watch you in this space, and you are so much very part of this community that you get your hands dirty. You was cutting up cables, you was wrapping up things like... tell me about your day-to-day within this community, Sizzla.
Well, naturally, on a daily basis, Sizzla would just get up with blackout prayers. Sometimes we'll be in the mountains, keeping the Sabbath with the priest, but spend most of my time in the valley now because I've got a lot of things to do overseas. After receiving the visa, we got to go and do shows. But for me in the community, we just get up, get the engineers, and I would have 20, 30 rhythms, being given to me weeks before. So I just get up one day and we just start recording. Every day, I just do my recording because my biggest obstacle is not to be on the rhythm. So my duty is to be on the rhythm because if you have no product, you can't sell anything. So my duty is to give the person the music, and my profession is music. So what we do is music. We not only sing, we try to furnish the community with sound systems, PA systems, anything that's really there to ease the burden and the strain from the human muscle. We get it in the community. So that's what we do. We make music every day. We record every day. We do dub plates also to get the youths food because that's another means of surviving. And we just share because it's just music. It just each one teach one, reach out and spread the love.
Boy, it seems like you just said it's just music, but it's more than just music, because as you started the session and Holding Firm was playing, it just took me back to my brethren that passed away a couple of years ago, and I came up to you and I said to you that even now it just touches me because I remember being on the block, hearing those songs for the very first time. And even though I'm a share of Barley to the fullest, but in my heart, I know say it's a Rasta liberty. And artists like you within the 90s really instilled a sense of pride, a sense of blackness amongst the youths of them during that time. How often do you hear people talk to you like this, in this manner, about what you gave to us?
Quite often, every day. It's the first thing coming out of their lips.
How does that make you feel?
Feels good to know that you can inspire someone or inspire a nation or a community, but different from just being an inspiration, you just got to be real. You got to have hands on the handle, boots on the ground. You got to be doing these stuff because words without works ain't no survival right there, you know what I mean? So you just got to do what you say, and that's just about it. Just get it done because you're hungry now, you get food, you're well. You're thirsty now, you get water, you quench your thirst immediately. So my thing is to get it done and give it to them right there and then and get it over with. So that's just good for me, and that's just what I feel good doing, sharing with the community.
Yes, where are you feeling? BBC One Extra. Here we go. There's nothing in the system of which they created all around. They criticize their own dream. Yeah, they culture is pro. If they were to drown, they're not different from those scribes and Pharisees who came around.
Your music is still so powerful to this day. The records that you recorded, the tracks that you recorded 20 odd years ago. It's Reggae Month in Jamaica right now. Do you think that the reggae sound that we know worldwide is as prominent in Jamaica right now?
Yes, it is. It's still prominent, but you got new kids entering the music every day. They're going to come with the new style, the new frequencies. They're going to come with the old ways of creating stuff. So you just got to hear them out and give them a few days, a few months, a few years, and they're going to come right back around because this is reggae country and it can't change.
A lot of times people say that the elders don't get to talk to the youths them. If you was talking to one of the youths them right now about their music, what would you say to them?
I would tell them to read a lot because in reading you'll gain a lot of information where in which you can disseminate, you can pass it on because you got to be informing the people. So you got to read a lot and you got to record a lot and you got to be very polite in reaching out to other persons because you're not working for yourself, you're working for the people. So it makes no sense you want to do music and you still can't relate to those you want to give the product to. So the best thing for you is to be polite. Do your press conferences, do your interviews, and always be on time for your stage shows. Don't be a no artist, because all these things, they add up.
100%. Tell me about new music. Whilst we were setting up, you was playing tracks, a whole heap of different tracks. I know that. How many tracks you record like weekly?
Well, naturally, like just 2 days ago, I did 4 songs. And a few days before that, I did 7 at once. I'll just get up one whole day and do at least 13, 14 songs based upon the speed of the engineer and the vibration with the rhythm.
But do you approach projects like The Real Thing slightly differently? Do you approach projects like Black Woman and Child slightly differently just to recording day to day?
The way I approach projects is just natural. It's nothing being planned. You just play the music and I'm listening to the rhythm and I'm hearing what the rhythm is saying to me. I'm hearing different melodies and within the melodies I fit words. And before melodies and words, like I said before, you must read a lot to be properly informed about yourself, your culture, the people. So when you hear the rhythm, you get the melody, then you'll have information in your brain you want to give unto the people. So you fit it within the context, within a metrical line or a verse or whatsoever and give it to the people. So it's just natural.
Aye, Selassie I Jah. Greetings to the name of the Most High, His Imperial Majesty Emperor King Selassie the First, conquering every tribe of Judah, elect of Jah, light of this world. Let's go. I'm missing you. Pride. Even tears, even your heart cry, but who cares?
I think the way we got here today was, I believe it was November, I was sitting down with Adrian from Trackback and he was playing me some tracks from a brand new project. And I got so excited, Sizzla. Like the songs that I was hearing on that project.
I didn't even remember I gave Trackback an album.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
No, this project that I heard, Sizzla, when I heard it, I was like, whoa. I really wanted you to actually try and present some of those songs in this session today, but you went for the classics, you know what I'm saying? But these songs, it seems like it's a different Sizzla that I'm hearing on those songs right there.
Like I said, it's a vibration because each and every, I would say, producer, they have their own uniqueness and the way they approach their stuff, you know, because you just got to have something special about you as a promoter, likewise as an artist. So you get a different feel when you work with a Bobby Digital as with a Philip Fattis Burrell, as with a Chuck Buck, or with a Robert Murphy, or with a Gusty Clark. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of all different vibration, but you just got to be balanced within yourself, establish an equilibrium within yourself and know this is what you want, this is a platform you're working from, and you relate that to the promoter, or I should say the producer, and then we can work. When you have a good time, pass some time with the person, reason with the producer best understand the way you're going, understand the person you be, what you're looking for, and then they can choose the rhythm to give to you, because you have persons that are just dancehall artists with the dancehall feel. So the producer is going to go that way. When you know that you're spiritual and you're doing black culture, you're reaching out to the people of the world and the world community, then the best producer with some good rhythms.
You saw the reaction while she was performing some of your songs. Good Way, all these songs move me in so many different ways. Could you pick a song from your catalogue? How many songs do you think that you've recorded over
I don't know that.
Could you pick a song that is one of your favorites that you like to perform?
Holding Firm.
Why? Tell me about Holding Firm.
Got to keep holding firm. We struggle every day. Disenfranchised nation, impoverished people. People want to reach to the top. The world is well filled with persons fighting for power, but they ain't nobody want to help someone to get to the next stage. They rather push you down like a crab in the barrel. So for me, Holding Firm would be my song.
No happiness. All days of my life worse good and where I behold with my sight. Some will share, others do as they like. Some is just a flesh, them want for tail with all them forks and knives. Some don't care, their heart is like ice, waiting to see you fall. Yes, I'm holding the power. Everyone deserves to burn, so let's crown a sword with success.
Has your message changed over the years?
I would say no, because basically we got different genre. In Jamaica we got dancehall music, so you got to do dancehall songs. Not mean you're gonna be like, lewd with it. You got reggae music, you got to do your reggae music, and we still do a bit of mento. You have ska, so within the whole vibration and the feel and the direction of the country and the whole spirit of the people, when we observe and look at what's happening, we make the rhythm towards the whole vibration. So we could be here and say this is a ska feeling. We say, oh, we need something like a reggae or a roots rock reggae. You have roots rock reggae, you have lovers rock reggae. So they're just the difference. You just got to know the intricacy about it. So that's just about it. We do music.
Today is the final day of One Xtra in Jamaica 2025. And it always seems like that final evening gives us that magic. And for me, not just you perform, but being in August Town is that magic. Being in Jamaica is that magic. I always tell my team, we can plan 70%, but you see that other 30%? Let Jamaica just provide that. What do you believe is the magic of Jamaica?
Love and respect and family values.
Sizzla, blessed love.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for being a part of something so hysterical, phenomenal.